we going? Go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once more to Feet on the Street.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, neighbor to neighbor, person to person, and moment to moment. The thrills and chills never stop, and we're glad you've joined us. I am joined once more by the man, the myth, the legend,
Oh, wow.
Phil St. Jean.
Thank you.
And Phil, take it away and introduce this lovely young lady because our mail list is just squelled by.
Well, she makes us look better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. This is Sean Nyman. I got great stories about Sean.
Oh, no.
Well, remember the first time we met? You came and picked me up at the shelter to go to the city council?
Yes.
And all those people, it was packed. I mean, it was packed in the city council room. And everyone was talking bad about the shelter. And someone would say something. I'd lean up. Sean would kind of push me back. I'd lean up again. Sean would push me back. And finally I said, I need to talk. And yeah, so anyway.
Did I let you go then?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I quit going up. Well, they were saying false statements about it. And you know how I get when I get a little grumpy.
Oh, no, not you.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to wait. But anyway, yeah, Sean was there. And then, yeah, you were there. And then, yeah, you helped a lot. Actually, the last day of the shelter was...
That was a tough day.
That was a tough day, and I wasn't doing well. And I found out that my tent that I had got ruined, and I kind of lost it big time.
Did I hold you back that day too?
No, I went down to the courthouse, or the county commissioner's area, and you said, I'm going to give you a tent, so you did. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Cody Strickland, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
One of the people that have been with us for years.
Yes. It's nice to see you.
Did you go the day that we went to the county commissioners?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
day too?
Yeah.
And the city council?
I spoke to the county commissioners too.
Yeah, so Love Overwhelming is closing, and, you know, it's volunteering and all that, and folks are like, oh, you should go talk, and I'm like, no, you should go talk. Can we? And then they're like, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So at that one day, we brought probably 15
I know.
folks who had
Yeah.
been displaced now from the shelter.
Yep.
One by one went up there. One gal was a little disruptive, but
Oh, right,
they let her.
It
It was awesome.
was
It was
awesome.
awesome. But it was heartbreaking too because they had posted that. So,
Well, it was weird because I was down there with the county commissioners and they came out, big mistake when I'm there. It's like, oh, how did you sleep last night in your bed? Yeah, I wasn't real popular. I don't care. I'm never really concerned when people like me or not. It doesn't really matter to me.
Love Overwhelming, Community House,
Mhm.
opinions, suggestions.
well, here's how I got started with Love Overwhelming. In fact, I recently just joined their board. I was running for county commissioner, and I had heard all these stories. I was reading on Facebook that Love Overwhelming, you know, was horrible.
Everything on Facebook.
And so I went to Love Overwhelming and met with Chuck, and I said, I've heard nothing but bad things about you and about the shelter, and I want to know everything about it. So he spent 3 hours with me that day.
Really?
Went over paperwork, explained the program, the whole bit. Well, and then, I don't know if you know, but so Frank and I were both running for county commissioner.
Right, yeah, I remember
So
that.
we spent some time together and kind
If
of.
it counts, I did vote for you.
Oh, thank you.
I did
It does
too.
count. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I spent time with Frank as well, and then I won the primary and went on, and so then Frank thought it was going to win, and we spent more time together. And, you know, had an opportunity to go over some of his books and kind of the background and stuff. And I ended up being drawn to Love Overwhelming instead. And not that I hadn't hoped at Community House, because in fact, Community House was the first shelter I know of in town. I remember my kids were like 3 and 4 years old, and was teaching them about charity and the whole bit. And it was Christmas time, and they had to donate a few of their things. It was really tough on them. So, I mean, and now they're 30 and 27, so a long time ago. So, and I've contributed and participated and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because it was just a night shelter or the people that I met or whatever, but I was just drawn to, like I said, to overwhelming and volunteered and have stuck by them and, you know, helped. And then just a couple months ago, I joined their board. Because I thought, you gotta,
awesome.
you gotta, walk the walk, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've actually lived at the community house and at Level Home.
I used to be on the board of the community house.
Oh, were you?
Yes, that's why.
You guys are way more fancier than I am.
Well, for an old bus station.
It was the old bus station, I do remember that.
And you know, the way you ask it, you know, do I have any opinions on it? Sure.
It's two different programs.
It
Yeah.
is, and I think that's the thing, is that they try to judge, you know, them side by side, but the folks that Level Overwhelming took in and continue to help are older and they're not families, and you know what I mean,
Right.
so it's kind of hard to, it's apples and oranges.
Oh, yeah.
And I still think that, and first of all, I think that the county's still violating something along the way by not having a low barrier or overnight shelter, and I also think that, we need more shelters. I think that we need a women's shelter. If you're not a recent, I think it's within 2 weeks, if you're not a domestic violence victim currently in a situation or within the last 2 weeks, you can't be housed there. So we have a lot of women.
A lot that are
Yeah.
displaced.
Yeah, so we have a lot of women on the streets, and not that you guys, you know, also deserve shelter, but we have a lot of women right now that are in shelter, and it's concerning. And so what, they gotta be in a domestic violence situation to get shelter?
Right,
No.
that's wrong.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the shelter is probably, the whole shelter piece of it, the homelessness piece, is the reason that I ran for county commissioner.
Oh, really? That's
Probably run
awesome.
again.
Good, I hope you do.
I believe it was in the voters pamphlet.
Yeah.
That was a priority issue.
It is,
still is.
it still is, because, yeah, we need a shelter. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't have a place. They're sleeping at the river, or they're sleeping up in the hills, and, I mean, I got friends that are camping, as I call it, and I go visit them, and I'm glad I go visit them and talk to them, you know, keep that relationship up, but inside of me, I'm going, wow, you know, I have nothing to bitch about. You know, I'm not, because I remember, I was 4 days outside, that's all that I could handle. But it's rough, it's a rough life.
But you didn't start.
Yeah.
You know, you did.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't know, you know, I think about this too, that folks that I know that are on the street still have access to Facebook, which is good.
Yeah.
So, you know, when they need to like vent or they need something, there's way, and I think how, you know, not that social media is all about everything.
Right.
There's a downside to it, but I like that we can keep in touch, because that was the thing. Shelter closed that day, and it's like, how are we gonna keep track of everyone? How are we gonna know where they're at? And again, this is why I am drawn to Level Overwhelming, like our outreach staff, that they go out into the camps.
Yep.
That we ran the warming shelter, and their outreach staff switched from day shift to night shift, just so
Yeah,
they could be there.
I worked that shelter.
You did.
Yeah, I did, which was weird because it was weird. I mean, I was used to being in the shelter and then working it, but I knew a lot of the people, and it felt good. You know, as I said, if they had a shelter, I'd volunteer again, because there was somebody there when I needed them. And I want to be that person. Not that I the know-it-all and all that stuff, but unless you've been in that situation, you really don't know what it's like.
Well, it's interesting, so I lunched with someone today, and I was talking to, they were like, why are you so passionate? And I said, I was actually homeless when I was in high school. That my mom moved us from Centralia all the way up to Ferndale, I didn't know anybody, and things kind of went to pot, and so I left home. And there was a cemetery down the road, and so I figured, well, no one's gonna bother me in a cemetery, so I hung up and then creep myself out, like, it was probably not the best place for me
Well,
to
yeah,
hang
that's
out.
kind of.
But I was homeless, and so I ended up going to my high school counselor and saying, this is, you know, this can't be, I was trying to still go to work, still go to school, and so I ended up emancipating when I was between my junior and senior year, and I lived on my own. But I still credit that counselor was saying, no, we're gonna, you know, it's gonna be okay.
Right.
And so I, you know, and I kind of went on with my life and raised family and everything, but when the homelessness started being really visible here,
Yeah.
and I thought, someone was there for me, I want to be there for them.
Yeah. That's exactly
Pay it, pay it forward.
yeah, pay it forward, absolutely. I think I still already paid it forward from high school. Just being silly, that's me.
No, he's being honest.
I tried.
No, the one thing I've noticed with a lot of different things, it seems to me that you've got two extremes of the homeless population. You've got the older and you've got the young.
Right. Yep.
And you find them sleeping at your local safe place to shop, or on the street corners. What is it that we can do better?
We can do almost everything better, I think. It's gotta, if you think about it, so the money funnels in from the state to the county. And if the county kind of says, not our problem, it's the city, and the city goes, not our problem, it's the county, is anything gonna get done? I mean, if I could be in charge of all of it, it would get done, right? I mean, it'd be done just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So then what it is, it's the accountability piece, it's the being invested, it's the, what are the outcomes that we're trying, you know, how many do we need to get housed? What's the impediment to housing, like, which we don't have housing, that's number
Nope.
one.
Right.
We have 2% or less vacancy rate here. So then who will build housing and how can we make it so that they want to? Because right now, nobody wants to build low-income housing because there's no money in it,
Right.
right? But somebody's gotta do it.
Yeah.
So if somebody privately isn't going to do it, then to me, then government needs to, and just do it. I don't care if it's tiny houses, if it's taking a building and refurbishing it, or a combination of all of that. That's what needs to be done. But a person I had lunch with today says, all that can happen. They say a champion, and I said, well, there are champions. There's champions back here. You know, there's champions every day that are out there. Seriously.
Yes.
Interested in our people and, you know, who are struggling. But we think that we have to go to government for the answer. And I finally like twisted that around in my head. Like, no, I have the answer. I'm gonna go to you because you hold the purse.
Right.
So give up the purse. That's it. You know, give up the money and we'll figure out what we need to do with it. Because we interact with folks, we know, whether it's a building with showers and lockers and phones and computer, you know, whatever it is, we know because we hear, because people tell us what they need.
Right.
Or places, just parking lots that are, where like, okay, I don't want someone living in a van, but if they have a vehicle,
Right.
you know, and they just need a safe place to park it till they kind of get themselves together and to get, to find work or whatever, and give them a safe place to park their vehicle.
Right.
You know, don't keep pushing them around and towing them and pushing them out. But it just takes all of us to say, you can't just sit there and do nothing. You know, whether it's the county commissioners or the city council, you don't get to sit there and do nothing. And that's what they're doing, is just passing the buck right now.
Just another question for you. Okay, I personally, I went through a divorce. I ended up homeless for a while, which was actually a very enriching experience with these painted with things. The one thing that I always question is, as a government, facility utilization. Government buildings only operate, or school buildings, for a certain amount of time. Well, we have how many schools with the gyms
Sure.
full shower equipment,
Sure.
set the hours. It's like, at least they have a safe place to be in place. And then they have.
And a
to go
hot
out.
meal.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean-
the facilities are there.
Yep.
It's not exactly a huge extra cost except for having the supervisional prospect. The buildings are there. They are paid for by the public to serve the public.
I agree.
Use them 24/7.
I agree. Which
That's
is
a-
like when we were trying to figure out where to house the warming shelters, because at first kind of church was gonna do it, and then they were subjected to such cards on Facebook that they decided not to. And then, of course, everybody was bad mouthing, overwhelming, so we were like, we want to be the last people to do it.
Right.
So I met with the city, and we're like, you have empty buildings, you know,
Oh,
there's
lots
a
of
water
them.
treatment plant, the
Yeah.
fairgrounds, the whatever, and they had promised me, actually, to use the McClellan Arts Center, because that's what we use for the warming. A cooling shelter
The cooling
over
shelter,
the
yeah.
summer, we use it, here's the keys. And we got volunteers, and we got donations, we ran it for a week, and so they said, oh, that went well, you can use it for the winter, well, of course, so over the holidays, it was already booked, so not, and I said, but you promised me a building.
Yeah.
We'll find a building. And then we thought we had more time, and then 2 days later, the cold weather came, and so that's when, they decided to open up the building on 14th.
Yep.
But again, I don't think winter's over, and I'm still like, okay, what's gonna happen next?
Right.
Because, well, overwhelming funded, and there's no funding, there's, you know, they used all the staff that they could, and, but I was so pleased because I was making up a list of just the people that I knew that donated, and it was like 70 plus.
Oh,
And
that's
we're
awesome.
talking about churches, and there was an elementary school, I don't say the wrong one, anyway, in
I think
Kelso,
it starts with
that
B.
put together stuff. Which one?
Our little code talk that we do here, I love it.
But a lot of people
I
helped
need
out.
to elaborate.
No, it was one of the elementary schools who helped out, and it was super cool, but, and so we took that information back to the county commissioners, and we said, hey, we ran it for 3 weeks, we level, we found volunteers, we found donations, we sweeped the staff around as much as we could, but there's no money left for it.
Right.
And they, again, go talk to the cities go talk to the county. Like, in the meantime, guess what, cold weather is coming again.
Yeah.
So what do we do? And the, one
We'll
of
probably
the,
open up a shelter.
maybe, but
Yeah.
one of the county commissioners told, he said, well, you should have been prepared. Cold weather comes every year. And I'm like, okay, that was kind of,
That's a weird statement to make.
Well, especially from government leadership.
yes.
Because they know the cold weather comes every year too.
I would like to take these government officials and actually take them out to show them what's going on.
We invite them all the time.
Right, but they don't
Well,
show
there
up.
is one city councilman, city councilman who has been to the Feed the Need, you know, share a few times.
Okay,
And then John Brickey from the Longview Building and Planning, he had joined a stone soup one day because he wanted to see. But other than that, I can't think of any other, whether it's commissioners or city council, who have been to it. And they're invited, and my friends kind of tease me because anytime there's like an event or whatever,
Yeah.
then I tag all of them on
Right,
Facebook
right.
so that it goes with the commissioners. So it goes
Nice.
to their account.
Nice.
So it's like, you're on notice, but they don't. What they've done is they've passed it off, so they've made this homelessness task force, and they.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yes, so they
Yeah.
have a task
a
force.
task force.
Yes, but they got to handpick, like, I applied, I was rejected, other
Right.
people that I know were rejected. And, so they have this task force, and so they can say now, oh, no, our business task force will handle all of that.
And they're not
it's
doing
like,
anything.
no, you still have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, you still have to have some idea of what's happening in the world.
So what would your suggestion be if someone's watching and wants to help? What would be your
In terms of
suggestion?
any piece
Just
of-
any piece.
Well, there's the meal share groups, I think is fantastic, because there's Belly Brigade and Radical Love and Feed the Need and who
Right.
am I missing?
That's it.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I
Okay,
think so.
anyway, and they're all on Facebook, and I think that's a good introduction. It's a good, safe introduction.
Yeah.
And each group is very welcoming. And what I'm finding is there are more and more families that are coming, and there are more and more people. They're not homeless. You know, they notice that their numbers at the meal share groups are, as you get towards the end of the month, there's more and more, and they kind of prepare for that.
Right.
But I think that's a good introduction. And then it's my understanding that each school district, and possibly each school has a homeless liaison. And that's kind of a good way for folks to, how can I help? What is the need? And then the neighborhood associations, there's the South Kelso Neighborhood Association and the Highland Association, and both of them are working, you know, in their own communities, but they also recognize that there are folks who are unsheltered as well. But I think those are good places to start, and then you meet great people. And,
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
I think it's infectious.
I know when I volunteered, it made me feel good. You know,
Yeah.
it just, you get this feeling that, wow, I actually helped somebody today.
And what I like about the meal share groups is that if you were just an observer, you wouldn't know really who is the volunteer, who's there because, you know, the groceries ran out or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously some idea of folks who are, you know, on the streets and stuff, but it feels like they know when you're there. And I think that's the best. It's like, you know, you're welcome, and there's a few rules, but not too many.
Right. Well, yeah.
And I like it.
Well, I think, like I said, when we were talking about Level Up One, when we had the shelter, a lot of people just heard the rumors instead of the truth. It's like, come visit us, come see what goes on.
And I will tell you, through my experience with the warming shelter, I feel like the tide has changed, changed, whatever that saying is.
Right.
Because we had so many people, like, what can we do to help? And then the meal share groups would say, we're gonna put a little extra in the pot, and then we're gonna bring it to you. And then one time, there was so much stuff, we didn't know what to do with it. So we took it then over to Community House, like,
Right,
be ready for us.
I remember that.
Because we have a big pot of stuff.
Right.
And then, because we were running the adult shelter and the
Kids.
family shelter,
Family
but we didn't
shelter.
have a lot of those. So people were donating to that, we got way more stuff than we could use, but it was distributed out amongst the community. And we felt that, the response on Facebook to it was really good, and I feel like there are more positives directed towards Level One than negatives. And the loud vocal negatives, people are saying, just shut up,
Right.
just shut up, you're hurting people, you
Yeah.
know? Which is
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it's just the feeling you get. I mean, when I worked the warming shelter, you know, we had like 60 people. And, you know, I was working the midnight to 8 shift because that's what they wanted me to
Well,
do.
good for you, because I couldn't do that.
I don't know if they did it because of my size or my experience in security or
Your
whatever.
dominance.
My dominance. I'm such a dominant person. Roll my eyes.
I like to be there for dinner, that was my thing.
Dinner's good, yeah.
And then some breakfast, but so we had from 18 to 77 years old at the shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had couples, there was an older gal and it was her mother, you know, and it was sad.
It is sad. I mean,
But it's sad, but also they knew that they were safe there. you
Yes,
know?
absolutely.
They were safe, it was gonna be okay.
and there's gonna be staff there. And it's just, they appreciate everything so much. You know, you give them a bag with soap, shampoo, Kleenex, blah, 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 you know, things like that they don't have. I shouldn't say they, well, yeah, I guess. But they appreciate everything they get. You know, I mean, I know I was that way. It's like, you don't know how much you appreciate the little stuff until you don't have it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, taking the shower, eating. I mean, you know, I've helped on Wednesdays, Radical Love, I've helped on and actually help prepare the meal. You know, again, my way to give them back a little bit.
Isn't that fun?
It is fun.
It's like a little.
Of course, they give me
class.
nice and let me chop things up. Ah!
So there's always people around.
I haven't chopped my
us.
fingers off yet.
Well, that's good.
Yet.
It's good.
Side question, it's kind of unrelated, but in a way maybe it is. I really support Meals on Wheels, because I consider that helps keep people
Oh,
of the
absolutely.
older generation from becoming homeless.
Yep, I
When
agree.
we talk about prevention, how do we establish a foundation of support for people to prevent that from ever happening to them? Because it is hell.
Oh, absolutely it
I
is.
say it that way, but
It is.
when circumstances happen, but aside from treating the aftermath, how can we go on the front side?
Well, that is a good question, because, just like I was saying, that by
Act
the end
instead
of
of
the,
react. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, but by the end of the month, the numbers at the meal share groups are growing, because people are having to make a decision, am I gonna pay a little towards my PUD bill, or I'm gonna get some groceries? Oh, well, I can go and get a really big meal that day, and I'll, make it maybe a little bit left on us, but, when I saw that there were cuts to Meals on Wheels, it's like, are you kidding? We talk about the most vulnerable out on the streets, but you're right, we have the most vulnerable.
With the seniors too.
With the seniors who are on such a fixed income. But what I just recently discovered, through Level Overwhelming, there's it's called Help Us Move In. And it's focused on families with kids. And it's a nationwide thing, but it's in Washington State. It's called Help Us Move In. But it's matched, and all of that money is about prevention. So if it's like I'm $100 short on my rent, and I got 5 kids, and so it's helping that
Yeah.
way. Or I could get to Sister Susie's place, and they've got a place for me there. It's just my tires are bad, and I need $100 to
Need to
get,
get there.
and so things like that. So it's the prevention piece, and then with coordinated entry, I'm getting a little bit in the weeds, but part of that, when people are assessed and they're like, I'm gonna lose my house, or I'm gonna lose my apartment, or I just lost my job, but I think I can make it, whatever, then they do diversion and prevention, which is, and sometimes it's as simple as if I had ID, all these things would fall in place, but
Right.
my ID was stolen, or it was lost, or whatever. And, ID's kind of just got my driver's license and it's $50-some, but to get a replacement ID is not that much.
Right.
And there's some grant or whatever that, the person only has to pay $5. So you think $5
Yeah.
is preventing them, but they don't have $5, so
Because
to go.
they need their ID
And it's like,
to-
here's $5, we'll give you a ride over, we'll get your ID, that means you can put what you need on your job application and whatever you need. But I totally agree that the prevention and diverting people out of the shelter system is most important, and so what can we do to help? And part of it is, whether it's something like this, Help Us Move In, or whatever, and people want to contribute that. But just sending people to the right place so they can get that information. That's the whole point of coordinated entry, is one place for folks to go.
One-stop
Here's
shopping.
the assessment, we're gonna prioritize people. Here's after prioritizing, here's everything that's available for you. So we're gonna have you go upstairs and talk to someone from CAP. And from what I understand is folks used to, first of all, you have no transportation.
Right.
You don't know where to go.
Right.
And you're having to go all over between Kelso and Longview and different places. I talked with my hands.
I did too.
I'm just seeing my hands.
I didn't notice I'm holding mine down.
That's what
I'm
I
holding
did.
mine down because I do the same thing.
I think some of it comes down to be aware of your environment, what's happening around you. If you see somebody that, they may not say anything out of pride, but there's something odd. That community connection, that person connection. I think that's the way to get ahead of things too. When the barn used to burn, you say barn raising.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's raise the barn before it burns.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I think we need more of that community piece. I
agree.
agree that the government can't do everything.
No.
But I do know that our community gets money for these issues, and
Uh-huh.
and it's distributed, but there's also, there are gaps.
Yeah.
We know that. And that's where volunteers, that's where the meal share groups have stepped forward. That's where some churches have said, you know, we'd like to sponsor somebody, you know, and I know there was a couple churches where they, but it's like, I have everything and I'm gonna be moved into this apartment in 2 weeks,
Right.
but I have no place to stay for 2 weeks. So a church put her up in a hotel for 2 weeks.
Nice.
And now she's where she's supposed to be. Or, we have, Joanne Ellis, who does the clothing
Mhm.
industry.
Yep.
So people need, they don't have money to get clothes for the job that they just got.
Yeah.
And again, go on out to Joanne's and Joanne will set you up.
Yeah.
And so it's those, they've found a way to help that's supplementing what's out there, which I love. But, when she calls it the clothing ministry, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, I think that's super cool.
It is
you
cool.
know?
Well, I know like the Seventh-day Adventist has their clothing thing down across from the Daily News. And I've gotten there before, and I mean, you get good clothes, you know, when you don't have anything, you know, it's.
Yeah, and I just think it's that networking, and whether it's the different neighborhood associations or these meal share groups or whatever, and then if someone has a bed, and you know, oh, we needed the bed,
Right.
whether it's the Oxford houses or some of those, I like that networking, and
Yeah.
everybody's looking out for each other.
Well, I find myself while I'm walking, because I do a lot of walking around, and I see someone homeless, and I'll sit and just talk to them. A lot of them just want to be heard. They just want to talk. And are you going to give them a kiss? Come on, give them a kiss. Come on, do it.
Hopefully I'll see you guys next Tuesday.
All right,
My
you see,
baby's back.
I'm going to be trouble.
Nah, 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 nah. My baby is back.
Woo! We just went off to the right, on the left.
Hey,
Never
enjoy
go
the
to right.
moment. I said moment to moment, right?
Moment to
Introduction.
moment.
Hey, we celebrate life. That's why we're here for it. God created us for a reason. We celebrate.
Exactly, exactly.
I'm putting one more plug in.
Okay,
Go for it.
Hope and unity. Thank you. What? And pause of hope. Okay, so.
well, tell us about this.
So Hope and Unity, they hand out clothing and toiletries and I'm not sure what else, but so they join the other meal share groups. And then Paws of Hope, I'm not as familiar with other than by the name.
We're talking
They
dogs?
show up, no, what?
Paws, dogs, paws.
Oh, I thought you said ducks, and I was trying to like,
I'm a little wacky side, but I don't go that far out.
I'm sure that if somebody had a pet duck, they would find something. Anyway, yes.
I think I'm gonna hear
Yes,
about
we
this
are
one for a
going
long
wacky.
time. Yeah.
So Paws of Hope also has been joining Feed the Need, and they've got stuff for folks' pets.
One thing, I worked the Family Connection that they just had over at the
Oh, yeah,
McClellan
yeah.
Arts Center.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I looked around the room and all the different agencies are there to help people who are homeless. It's amazing that in our size of our community, that we have so many different resources.
Feed the Need is coming in April.
Yay.
That's awesome.
Feed the Need coming in April. April's a good one.
Yeah. No, that's true. There was one there that I was familiar with all but one.
Uh-huh.
And one of them is folks that end up in jail and they have mental health issues and they don't belong there.
Right, yeah.
I wish I could think of their name, but I was like, oh, I had no idea.
We can't
Yes.
name government officials.
No, this is a group. This is a group.
No,
Is
I
it
know.
Jen?
It was a jest.
Oh, okay. Well, and the reason it struck me was a long time ago, I was a corrections officer in my 20s.
Really?
And so, and I remember way back then even, you know, that we literally had the drunk tank and stuff,
Right,
and you
yep.
put people in there, and I, thinking back on it now, like, I don't know how many could have died.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't have the right care for them, but anyway, so thank God, we're better now.
Yeah.
And I know that there are folks who end up in jail who absolutely shouldn't be. In fact, the day that the warming shelter, that the warming shelter closed the last time, there was a young man standing there, and he was talking to another young guy. older guy, and they were saying, well, what are you gonna do, what are you gonna do? And the older guy said, I'm gonna go get arrested so I can be in where it's warm for 30 days. And I'm like, yep, that used to happen way back when, and it still
But
is.
isn't it sad
So,
that they have to think of that they have to, I'm gonna get arrested so I have somewhere to, eat and be warm and,
But they know that they can because
Right.
they're transient, so, that they aren't gonna be let go, they can't make bail. Or
Right.
they could be in there for up to 45 days, but again, it's like, you're
but we gotta have better,
you're giving up your freedom,
right,
for-
yeah. We gotta have better options than that.
Yeah, I agree.
And,
Contact information for follow-up, because we are running out of time.
oh yeah, we are.
So I have an email. Is that good enough?
Whatever you're comfortable
Okay.
giving out.
My email is my name, SeanNyman@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is something that's deep to both of our hearts.
Yes, it
I know
is.
that. And we will battle on.
Yes, we will.
We will
Thanks for
battle
having
on.
me on.
Hey,
This
thank
was
you.
Thank you for
fun.
coming.
This was fun, even though
Great
I don't know the difference
information.
between a duck or a chicken or a dog.
I'm gonna hear that for a while, I have a feeling.
I love it.
Oh, well. No.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no. Sometimes I gotta use my filter.
All right.
Your filter.
Filter, oh, yeah.
Very
Play on my
Thank you
name.
so much.
Yes, thank you,
And,
Sean, and thank you for everything you do, it's
You
amazing.
too.
And
We'll be seeing each other out there, I know.
we will, absolutely. And we'll be seeing you here again,
Which we look forward to.
absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Shut down, close down?
It's your choice. We've got some shout outs, but we're.
Oh, yeah, we got shout out, let's do the shout outs.
Well, then you can do it.
I don't have my
You can have
glasses.
your glasses. You
Be
can
my
have-
guest. You got glasses.
But I have to.
She's
There's
gonna
a
adopt
reason
it.
I
Am
don't.
I reading this whole list?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to take my glasses off.
These are the shout outs.
All right, and if I mispronounce, I'm sorry.
These
So-
are the people that watch us and all sorts
respond.
of different companies.
And we love your
respond.
feedback.
We do, we love feedback, we want more.
All right, good, so I'm gonna practice. So Rachel, and is she from
Escondido.
Yeah,
California.
we know Rachel. Rachel, I love you.
Danny German?
I know Danny German too.
Dane, that was
Dane.
Oh, Dane.
There was a
Dane
D
from
in
Germany.
Dane?
Dane from Germany.
All
Yes.
right,
Yeah.
you should read this, you know all these names.
Yeah.
are.
Can't just go, nope.
M. Fontaine in Olympia, Washington.
Hi, Em.
Okay, Bonnie. Maybe I shouldn't have had this list. Bonnie Jeffries from Vancouver.
Hi, Bonnie.
Greetings, buddy.
Stephanie from Longview.
Hi, Stephanie.
Stephanie. Yeah.
That's my daughter's name.
Okay, I hope I'm saying this. Linda Gibson Smith from Victoria, Canada.
Hey,
Gotta come up and see ya.
hey,
We'll do a show from up there one of these days.
that would be cool.
Okay, go do one here. Susan
International.
Williams in England.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, blimey.
we're gonna be there. We'll come visit.
All right,
Tea time.
Vitalis from Kenya.
Wow,
Ooh.
cool.
Robin Davis from Idaho.
Hi, Robin.
Connie Chilwood, Winlock, Chipwood. Somebody needs to cross their T's.
Hey,
There's no
Dan.
I's dotted, there's no T's crossed, okay?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Lorena Foster Worth from Vader.
Hey,
And she works in a safe place too.
Does she? All right.
is she
Yes,
working
she
at the
does.
safe place to go? Safe place to be?
Candy from Seattle, Washington.
Hi, Candy.
Candy.
Okay, Debbie Fall Hutcher, Vancouver.
Debbie.
Debbie.
Hey,
I think-
never forgotten.
I think we know Debbie.
I think so.
Yeah, didn't we go to school with
Our
Debbie?
friend Alyssa Warren, I know Alyssa.
Yeah.
Kelso.
Hi, Alyssa.
Steve Lloyd, Vancouver.
Hi, Steve.
Doug Knapp
K103.
from Monroe.
Really?
Yes.
Sherry Ernest Hutton, know her too.
Yeah, we know Sherry. Sherry, you're
Hi,
awesome.
Sherry.
Jan, and I can't see the last name, from Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Ooh, nice.
Rick Wright from South Carolina.
Wow.
Last, but certainly not least, Carol in Bremerton.
We thank you guys for watching. That is a long list, but how awesome is that?
Well, the list is actually kind of longer.
Parks and Recs is the next week.
Oh, Parks and Rec's gonna be next week. So we'll be here next Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yay.
Thanks for watching. Sean, again, thank you very much for all you do.
Enjoyed it.
And another episode of Feet on the Street. We'll be here next Tuesday. Lynn's Ice Cream, Yogurt, and more. Come down and join us. We like people coming and join us. You can hear the background chatter going on. And
Nice background.
it's
Are you
awesome.
gonna say a word?
Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Come on in.
Here's Laurel.
Yay!
Thank you. We had a wonderful time tonight. We'll see you all next week. Back here on Feet on the Street.
Perfect.
Nighty night. Sleep tight.
Bye bye
Don't
now.
let the bed bugs bite.
Bye bye now.